Today I am going to discuss about the topic of World Wide Web. What is World Wide Web? All the resources and the users on the internet that are using hypertext transfer protocol that is called World Wide Web. It was developed by Tim Berners-Lee in 1989 at CERN in Geneva. World Wide Web is the universe of network accessible information. It is a way of exchange information between computers on the internet. Next, see about evolution of World Wide Web. It has three versions. There are Web 1.0, Web 2.0 and Web 3.0. Static web page is the example of Web 1.0. Social media is the example of Web 2.0. Mobility is the example of Web 3.0. See about World Wide Web architecture. It has several layers. The topmost layer is user interface and applications, and the bottom-up layer is identifiers, URI, characteristic and Unicode. See about identifiers and character set. URI, Uniform Resource Identifier, is used to uniquely identify resource on the web, and Unicode makes it possible to build web pages that can be read and write in human language. That is called identifiers and character set. Next, see about XML. XML stands for Extensible Markup Language. It helps to define common syntax in semantics web. Next, see about data interchange. That is RDF. RDF stands for Resource Description Framework. It helps in defining core representation of data for web. It represents data about resource in graph form. Next, see about taxonomics. That means RDF schema allows more standardized description of taxonomics and other ontological constructs. That is called taxonomics. About ontologies. Web Ontology Language, that is OWL, offer more constructs over resource description frameworks. Next, see about rules. Simple Protocol and RDF query language, that is SPA-RQL, is SQL-like language used for querying the data. Next, see about proof. All semantic and rules that are executed at layer below proof and their result will be used to prove deduction. Next, see about cryptography. That means such as digital signature for verification of the origin of the source is used. Ne see about user interface and application. It is topmost layer. It is used for user interaction. That is built for user interaction. Next, see about WW operation. It is based on client-server approach. Following steps explain how the web works. First step is URL should be entered in the address bar. That is http://www.google.com. Next step is browser request DNS for IP address. Third step is when IP address received sends a request for web page to server using hypertext transfer protocol. Fourth step is request received and checked. Fifth step is browser receives the response. Next, see about future of World Wide Web. There had been a rapid development in field of web. It has its impact in almost every such as education, research, technology, commerce and market, etc. It has three types: user interface, technology and architecture. What is user interface? It is works on high quality presentation of 3D information is under development. Next one is technology. It is works on privacy and security is underway. For example, accounting. Next one is architecture. There has been growth in field of web which may lead to overload the internet and degrade its performance. About a web page. It is a document available on World Wide Web. Web pages are stored on web server and can be viewed using a web browser. It contains huge information including text, graphics, audio, video and hyperlinks, etc. Page has two types. First one is static web page, second one is dynamic web page. What is static web page? Static web page is also known as flat or stationary web page. It contains only static information. User can only read the information but can't do any modification or interact with the information. Static web page are created using only HTML language. About dynamic web page. It shows different information at different point of time. It is possible to change a portion of a web page without loading the entire web page. It has been made possible using Ajax technology. It has also two types: server-side scripting language, client-side scripting language. Examples of server-side scripting languages are JavaScript, ActionScript, VBScript. Examples of client-side scripting languages are ASP, Python, PHP and Java. See about website. It is a collection of web pages and related content that is identified by common domain name and published on at least one web server, that is called a website. It accessed using URL. It has two types. There are static website and a dynamic website. Thank you.